what's happening with it? Today I'm gonna do a video. I haven't done one in a while. I said that I would do more, but I haven't. I've been kind of busy doing some other stuff. Let me just go back. I've been on this plant-based diet for a couple months shy of 3 years. I think July would make 3 years. And it started out as a plant-based diet, and then within the last 5 or 6 months, or maybe less, I incorporated fish every now and then, not all the time, and shrimp, fish and shrimp every now and then. So that's considered pescatarian. So it went from plant-based to pescatarian. But I've come to this point in my life that I feel like I need more variety in my life. I need more balance in my life. And so I made a decision to go back to not the way that I used to eat, but to incorporate some of the stuff that I used to eat. And that would include some meats, probably like chicken, turkey, different stuff like that. And a little bit of this and a little bit of that every so often. But I believe I'm gonna still keep the plant-based portion of it, and just every so often, or maybe on the weekends or whatever, I'll do a little bit of meat here and there, or a little bit of animal product here and there. Some of the stuff that I miss. And the reason I'm making this video is because I have friends of mine and people that follow me. They've given me a lot of encouragement over the last few years. Because as I said, I've been doing it. July would have been 3 years. And I've been faithful on it. I wouldn't lie about it. I mean, it is what it is. And I'm the type of person, I kind of like, I kind of hold myself to a high standard. I guess not in everything, I guess in some things. And it's like it's either, it's black or white. It ain't no in between for most stuff, for me anyway. And then some things, it just is what it is. But saying all of that to say, when I first started thinking about that, I kept saying to myself and hearing, oh man, you're gonna fall off and you're gonna fail, you're gonna be a failure. But it's really not a failure. It's been a journey, and it's been a season, and I think that season is up. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna go crazy and just jump off into it head first and, eat a pound of meat every day and, you feel me, like a dozen of eggs and all of that. I'm just saying where I'll just incorporate some stuff. And like I said, again, the reason I'm doing this video is for the people that follow me on that tip, on that side. And, and for my friends and family who watch me with that too, because a lot of people have been cheering me on, and even though I go up and down in weight, I'm still, I believe that was a healthy transition, and that was a healthy thing for me to do. So I'm not gonna go completely away from it. I haven't figured out how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna incorporate it back. But I'll just do less of it, because I know that anything in excess is bad for you. So I think the biggest thing is that we move, that we work out, that we exercise, we do a little walking and running and whatever. Again, I'm I just have to have some balance. I got to get some balance in my life. I got to get some variety in my life. And you know, not to sound like I'm making the excuse, but I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again, and so you can take it how you want it. If you some people will view it as an excuse just to do whatever I want to do, and some people will view it for what it is. You know, we do everything around food. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I said, we party, we have food, we have funerals, we have food. Children are born, we have food. We graduate, we have food. It's something that goes way, way back to where we congregate around food. We congregate, if that's even a word. We fellowship with food. It's like, I believe, and I don't know 100%, but I believe that at one point when we were slaves, that's all we really had. We'll cook a meal for each other. We sit down and eat. All my years growing up, every time we went to the elder's house, they wanted to feed you. That was something that they had. They didn't have money to give you, but they always had a meal prepared, you know, or even somebody that came around, they wanted to feed them. They, you know, and all of that goes hand in hand, you know. Oh, I forgot to say that you can call me greedy if you want, but you know, some of the best times, I was talking to my wife a while back, and I was saying some of the best times are when we had road trips. We went to St. Louis to go to Sweetie Pie's. My wife, that was one of my wife's bucket lists. And I don't think it's about being greedy. I think it's about having something to go and do. Those were some of the best times. We had some fun, you know, some good road trips. I used to look forward to Sunday. My wife used to cook me Sunday dinner and different stuff like that. She still does that now with the plant-based stuff, but I used to look forward to that. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, we get together over food, and so that's some of the best times we remember. You know, we remember what we had, what we did. We look forward to certain things, and that's a part of it. You know, like I say, call me greedy if you want, but I think it's deeper than just that. And right now, I'm at a point in my life where I'm not depressed. Trust me, I'm not depressed. I'm doing well, but I just need a little more variety. I need, you know, it's like all I do is work, go home, do choir rehearsal, do church. I mean, you know, that's a lot for some people, and that's good for some people. But I feel like I'm depriving myself on a lot of different levels. You know what I mean? And so, and please don't take it as, like I say, don't take it as I'm depressed or I'm feeling bad, because I'm really not. It's something that I've been thinking about, and I didn't have to tell nobody about it. I could just go ahead and do whatever I want to do anyway, because I'm grown, and I can just do whatever I want. But I feel like I said before, people follow me and people watch what I'm doing, not to point the finger at me or not to judge me. Yeah, a lot of people gonna judge it, but most of the people that follow me on that level and on that tip, on that plant-based thing, they're really interested in those type of things. And so I've been trying to share my journey without being secretive. If I fall off or if something happens, you know, my thing has always been transparency, because I don't ever want to be known as a hypocrite. And so, like I said, I don't even have to make this video. I don't even have to tell nobody what I'm gonna do, because I could just do it. But that's not who I am. I feel some type of way about that, because my whole life growing up, I never wanted to be a hypocrite. And on a whole nother note, that's why at one point I just got out of church, because I just felt like I'm not going to, you know, be a hypocrite. But that goes back to me holding myself at a high standard. Like, you know, a lot of times I thought if I do this, I can't do that. Or if I listen to secular music or sing secular music or go in the club singing or go and doing this or whatever, then I can't, you know, God can't use me or I can't be in church. But God used everybody that was the worst. You know, the people that he used were some of the worst people around. You know, read it, look it up. You'll see for yourself. I don't have to tell you. But anyway, I don't want to get off subject. So my plan is I'm going on a road trip. Me and wife are taking a road trip in June. And that's when, I believe that's when well, I wouldn't call it a new journey, but that's when this journey is going to end. I'll put it like that. And it's been a good one. And I appreciate you guys for following me and following that journey. I appreciate you guys for all the encouragement and everything that you've given me. And you know, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be all right. Because like I said before, I know I'm not a personal trainer. I haven't gone to school for all of that. but you know, they say experience is the best teacher, and this has been a journey. My whole life I've been on this journey. Even though I started this plant-based thing 3 years ago, I've been on this weight loss up and down my whole life. So I know a little bit about it, and most times I read up and do a little research and stuff like that. So I'm not I don't have a master's or a PhD in it, but I know a few things about it. So I kind of know what it takes. Sometimes I just don't feel like doing it, and I think we all do. And that's moving, that's going, that's, you know. And when I first started working where I work, I was working really hard, and so that was helping me on those days that I didn't go to the gym or I missed the gym. That was helping me because I was working hard, moving, shoveling, cutting trees. I mean, up and down hills. It was a lot. And then it turned into just driving, sitting in the truck. Not sitting in the truck because I can't sit nowhere like that, but I would get out and help. But it wasn't an all-day thing. I just pretty much drive, you know, and do different stuff that I did, but it wasn't as strenuous as what it was when I started. So then I didn't need the gym as much because I was getting the workout there. But as it progressed, I started doing less physically. So that means I needed to go to the gym more. But even though I did less physically, the time was longer. So it was hard. It was a catch-22. You know what I mean? It was just hard to, you know, whatever. But anyway, long story short, again, I appreciate you guys for following me. I'm still gonna do most of my plant-based stuff throughout, and then I'll just incorporate, you know, like on the weekends or special days or whenever I feel like it, really. But I'm gonna try to stick with all of the plant-based stuff because it really helps. I mean, internally it helps. Physically, you have to watch your calorie intake to your calories burned. So that's basically what it's all about. If you take in a lot, you got to do a lot to burn it. If you take in less and you burn it, you're going to be smaller. If you take in just the right amount and just enough exercise, you're going to maintain. So that's pretty much the way that goes. I mentioned earlier about what it takes to maintain or to lose weight. And I said, if you wanted to maintain it, you would have to basically put in the same effort in the gym as you do to your calorie intake. If you want to lose, it's less calories, more exercise. If you want to maintain, it's basically equal calories, equal exercise. That's what it was. It was portion control. Now, portion control is important either way, either one, you know, and that's always been my issue, because if I like something, I want a lot of it. I'm not talking about 2 and 3 plates, but I want an ample amount of it. So I've kind of realized that in my life. So that's what I'm gonna do. I've been back in the gym for a few weeks. I've been going strong. I'm sticking with it. I may not go sometime, but for the most part, I'm trying to get there. But as far as like I said in the beginning, this plant-based journey is going to end in June. I won't be done with it. I'm going to just incorporate some, not everything, not all the time, but I'm going to do it. I need some variety. I need some familiarity. You might see it as a failure. Some might see it as an excuse, but it is what it is. So I got to go, and I'll holler at you guys later. Y'all be easy. One love.